What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. As you can see from the title of this video, the title is Days of Our Negro Lives. Wanda Strikes Again. And, of course, I'm going to give my commentary on her live that she did earlier this evening. I was actually reading the Cartel 7. I love gangster books while she was going live. So I came home from the park and I watched her live. And I have to say, this is probably one of the more disturbing lives for me. And I am going to give my reasons why. Now, before we dig in deep, I do ask that you all please hit the like button on this video. It will cause YouTube to recommend this video to more people. Hitting the like button, it really does help content creators, not just myself. Like some videos, they hardly get any views. And I get it, like a lot of my audience, they like strictly Love and Marriage Huntsville content. So like you're not going to really check out the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta stories or the Real Housewives content. I get it. But even like the Shirley Strawberry videos, some of that didn't really get high views. And I really believe that hitting the like button would really help me out so much. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. All right, so with that being said, let's jump right on in. So in Wanda's video today, she was responding what sounds like to a content creator, a couple of content creators, I think, or maybe just one, allegedly speaking about her deceased mom, but also comparing Wanda's looks to this content creator's daughter. I believe, allegedly, according to Wanda, a content creator suggested that she has a daughter the same age as Wanda. And, the daughter is more attractive or looks more vibrant and young. And Miss Wanda did not like that. So she did have a response. And so I want to go ahead and get into that and then come back with my commentary.
But she said her daughter around my age and she looked better than me. So that's the reason I'm not wearing makeup. So she can take this picture, put it next to her daughter picture, and let's go. Because I cannot see nothing. Like I said, y'all, everything's a legend. You had two kids by your baby, by your mama husband. I don't know what's your daddy or your stepdaddy. Okay? Like I said, everything's a legend. What I heard, y'all, Booker Bell, both of her children, that's why her children don't like her. Because she had two kids now. See, my thing is, I don't like to lie on nobody. But that's what I heard, girl. You said you're from Belsman. The Belsman streets is talking. Yep. You the one said you were from Bethlehem. Somebody said they knew you. They said, yeah, I remember her. She was the one who got pregnant by her dad or her stepdad. One of them. I don't know. I don't know, girl. BT, did you get pregnant by your dad? And then you tell me, and if your children look anything like you, anything, if they got any of your future, they got anything look like you, they can't be no beautiful kids. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, so she was talking about the content creator Miss Black Titanic's looks and even saying that she was using the word future, but she meant feature. She was trying to say that if Black Titanic's kids had any of her features, then they could not be beautiful. Now, of course, that's just not nice. She actually even later says in her live, she was talking to another content creator, Anthony, saying that allegedly whatever he has said about someone, according to her, that wasn't nice. But oh my gosh, it's like pot, meat, kettle. Whenever any of us do anything wrong, we're all wrong. It's all wrong and none of us can judge each other, right? So that's how I feel when it comes to Wanda's opinion on Anthony. None of us can judge each other. But to really say those things about Miss Black Titanic's looks and her kids' looks, it's just so harsh. And again, you are, Miss Wanda, a public figure. You have been featured on a reality TV show, a very popular reality TV show. And so if the bloggers have an unfavorable opinion about you, when are you going to show that class, Is there any way you can muster it up from within? But I just felt like that was extremely, extremely low. And of course, I just want to remind everyone that everything said here is alleged and is my opinion. And also, the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use of the snippets of the sound bites from this live is allowed. So, in a very rare form, Wanda briefly mentioned Marceau's lawsuit.
My son-in-law was going to court for a whole Caucasian, wherever the people is. They not our color, they this color. They not this color, they this color. See, black chick. They this color, and you want them to win over Marceau. You want this color to win over this color, but you always bragging on black people should stick together. Black folks should do this. Black folks should do that. When Stormy was going to court with the white people, this color, not this color. I don't have nothing against the white folks, y'all. I truly don't. I love white people, to be honest. They treat you better than some of your own folks. I'm just gonna throw that out there at you. So I'm just making a. I'm just saying, y'all, because she always saying, black people this, black people that. Girl, if you going out there, and let me, you told me to finish my conversation. Let me finish. Now I'm jumping from one thing to another. Y'all know how I do. Let me finish, because that's what she said. Finish your statement, Wanda. Finish your conversation. Finish what you said. Tell them the reason why you was going out there to go to court. The reason why she ran out of gas. That's what she said. Tell them the reason why I ran out of gas. You ran out of gas for being nosy.
Okay. So I was very surprised that she would even mention Marceau having a lawsuit. She also said she was trying to say Caucasians. So obviously the company is owned by non-black people. When she was saying they're this color, not this color, she had her hand in view in the camera. And the lighter side, the palm of her hand, she was saying represented white people. And the outer part of her hand was representing, black people. Just to give you all that visual. And then she said, I love Caucasians because they treat you better than some of your people. I feel like obviously for Wanda to even say that, she must have felt some inspiration from Steve Harvey's response to Shirley's strawberry letter this week. I guess this is going to be the week of Black guilt, where if you ever say something that another Black person doesn't like and you yourself are Black, then it's, oh, we treat each other so badly. But any other time, if any of us say, we are not united, we treat each other harshly, we give each other bad customer service when we are being serviced by Black people, if you register those complaints, they fall on deaf ears. But let a public figure, a celebrity, or a reality TV star like Miss Wanda, let them hear something that they don't like from another Black person. And it's, Caucasians treat you better than your own people. So I thought that soundbite was quite interesting. Now, this next one, Miss Wanda is going to be speaking in code. So after I play the soundbite, I'm going to decipher what I believe the code is and give my commentary on it.
Send me that tape. So you was going to court to be nosy and see what my tail was doing. That's what you was going for. Tell the truth and shame the devil. God don't bless you though, did he? He didn't bless you. He was trying to make you run out of gas so you wouldn't go. He's trying to teach you something, girl. And the person who you think is your friend, she should have been the one that was giving you money every time you want to go somewhere. Not the bloggers, not the other bloggers. The person who you taking up for every single day. She should have been the one that giving you money. She should have been giving you money. So okay, well you doing all this and here you go. $500-600 shouldn't be nothing for a person to give you every week, girl. And then you got nerves to talk about my mom. Well, you still live in the project. You still living in the project, 80 years old. And that's what you say, because I already know you're not 80. You're making all these other folks seem like you're 80, but you're not. We almost right there together. Tell them that.
So, a couple of things. One, Miss Wanda tries to say that Black Titanic is much younger than she says for her age to try and insult her looks. And I just think that is unnecessary. There's lots of content creators in this T sector. Celebrity gossip, celebrity news, TV show recaps, it all falls under the T sector here on YouTube. But what makes Love and Marriage Huntsville that much more unique is that Love and Marriage Huntsville, in my opinion, is its own sector on YouTube. So it's like an extension of the T sector, but it's primarily Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like the majority of my content is Love and Marriage Huntsville, and there are other channels that are set up that way. That's one of the things, if I ever got the chance to interview Melody, I would love to talk with her about that and her thoughts. But anyway, so she says that Black Titanic allegedly was going to court to find out T on Martell. And she says, you ran out of gas, you were begging for gas money. Why don't you ask the one whom you're always sticking up for every day for some money? She says, I'm sure it wouldn't be any problem for that person to give you a few $100s every week. In my opinion, Miss Wanda was talking about Melody Cherie, saying, why don't you ask Melody Cherie to pay you for sticking up for her every day? And I'm going to say that will never happen because that would not be smart. And we all know that Melody Cherie is very intellectual, very cerebral, very smart. There is no way that she would ever pay a blogger because then your opinion is bought. And that could come out at any time that, it would be, oh, I was paid to say this, I was paid to do that. So that would never happen, Miss Wanda. None of us would. And frankly, I cannot be bought. I enjoy making content. Yes, I do. I am blessed to make a small coin. I'm thankful for it every month, but this is not going to define me to where I would do anything that I know isn't right or something that I'm not comfortable with. And so maybe she just ran out of gas because she didn't have time to stop by the gas station. Everything is not, anytime you run into a snag, that's not always, you're not being punished. It's not always this huge symbolic thing. It could just be a little snag. So I think that Miss Wanda, excuse me, I believe that Miss Wanda was trying to like lowbrow manipulate and almost try to get someone to think that they should be getting paid by the person whom they enjoy on a reality TV show and admire for her resiliency. But no bloggers are going to be bought, Miss Wanda. Okay, so then she doesn't stop there. She is very mad at Miss Black Titanic, and she even accuses her of keeping up the drama on YouTube.
You want to go to YouTube and say, oh, she was trying to kill me, put me in pocket that needle in a book and said, we was trying to murder you. That's sad. Girl, you is such a big liar. And everybody who hang with you is a liar. All of y'all don't do nothing but lie. Get on now, you talk to your friend Ann, and I'm going to call her name. You get on now, you talk to your friend Ann. Then you go back and you tell Aunt Ann what Ann said. Then you go back and tell Ann what Aunt Ann said. And that's why all this shit is going on right now because of you and the other girl. It's you and her. It's both of y'all. And then I think a little part of Camille Ray. Yep, her too. Yep. All y'all three is messing. Y'all go back and throw a rock and hide y'all hands. And if Anthony got any sense, and I'm gonna call his name, if he had any sense at all, he would put you on the back burner and tell who said what. I guarantee you, there's a lot of shit to come out. Then a lot of shit to hit the fan. This whole YouTube channel, this whole blogger thing would be stretching it. They would be stretching their ass up.
Okay, so y'all, I am just amazed at how much she watches of content creators that, according to her, they say, not favorable things about her. I would just not watch. Like, I get that I'm not a reality TV star, but if I was some sort of public figure on some level, I would totally curate my social media, my YouTube feed, so that it caters to what I enjoy watching. It's just like if you see an ad, like I don't really like looking at the scary ad, the movies, the ads for scary movies. And what's weird is that like I go and see a couple of scary movies every now and then, but I don't want to see the ads. I feel like the previews are hella scary. So I curate that, I make sure Google knows not to feed me those ads. I just don't understand why Miss Wanda, she spends a lot of time watching bloggers whom she does not like. It gives her content to go live on her channel. She even says during tonight's live that she has a friend who sends her, all of these clips. So it's not just her watching the channel, it's the channels, it's other people in her circle as well. Like I work full time, I work all day. A lot of times I'm catching replays on lives. And then when I am watching someone's live, sometimes I'm not always commenting in the chat because I just want to enjoy. I just want to not be the content creator in that moment. I just kind of want to be the subscriber and have some fun. But I wouldn't watch channels that I'm just not feeling or they say mean things. Like I don't watch the manosphere channels. You all have heard me say that before because they say such disrespectful, mean things about women, especially Black women. So I don't check those out. And none of my classmates are sending me clips from the manosphere channels. So I'm just surprised at how much Miss Wanda immerses herself in content that talks about her in a negative way. It just seems like the opposite of protecting your peace, if you know what I mean. So, oh my gosh, this next quote, this next soundbite, it was triggering for me individually because, we've all discussed Funky Dineva and how he has talked about women, particularly Chloe Bailey and Melody Cherie. And when it comes to Funky, for Miss Wanda, I guess he can do no wrong.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Quit calling these women bees. And then somebody told me, Funky Dineva said, I ain't got nothing to do with Funky Dineva said. That's my boy. Period, boo. That's my boy. So, Funky Dineva can say whatever he wants to say. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. He sure can. But quit calling these women those names. That's not nice. That was your best friend at one time. Y'all was chewing together. Y'all was talking together. Y'all was talking about peoples together. Now you mad? Why be mad now? Why are you mad now? Why is she mad? Y'all should be saying, okay, I'm going to take it and I'm going to... Then you start talking a person that laid about her God. Ooh, that was...
Okay, so she actually says that, she doesn't care about what Funky Dineva says. She has nothing to do with that because that's her boy. But, Anthony shouldn't call other women the B word. Now, I'm not cool with anybody being called out of their name for sure, right? I know that sometimes we can be pushed to anger to call someone out of their name. I hope that it would just wouldn't come from within. You'd have to be pushed to the edge. But I know, especially when it comes to a man calling a woman outside of her name, that's triggering for all of us. None of us are comfortable with it. We don't sit comfortable with that. But I don't like how Miss Wanda is okay saying that one man should apologize, but Funky Dineva does not have to apologize because that's her boy. That is, they're cool. That is favoritism. That's political. We see it happen on the job. We see it happen in church. Certain people, they get pulled to the side for, I don't know, coming in late all the time or smelling like weed or something. But then these other young people who's like the son or the daughter of the chairman of the deacon board or, someone popular in church, nobody says anything to their kids, that sort of thing. We've seen that. And that's what came to my mind when she said Funky Dineva is her boy and he can say anything. No, he's no better than anyone else. So if hearing a man call another woman the B word makes you feel uncomfortable, you should feel uncomfortable whenever any of them do it. So I just don't like the favoritism at all, not one bit. So this last soundbite is the most sad and disturbing for me. And then we're going to have a discussion about how we all talk to each other. So first I'm going to let Miss Wanda show her hand, if you will, and then I'll come back with my commentary.
Talking about, they say, well, don't be calling about no monkey. I'm a monkey myself. If I call you a nigger, ain't that the same thing? Why we call each other niggers? Because we can. Why you call each other monkeys? Because we can. Why we call each other gorillas? Because we can. We black too. And that is so cute. What you did, what you said about my mama insulted me. So you can be anything real about now. Anything. Anything that decided to come out my mouth, just what you can be real about now.
Okay, so we heard Miss Wanda calling herself the N-word, calling herself a monkey. And Miss YouTube, I hope you don't get mad at me for what she was saying earlier, like murking with her and Monkey Don't Even, Black Titanic, but the N-word and the monkey. So obviously in our community, we have I believe the term is reappropriating, when you take something negative and you try to make it a positive, like the N word, Nigger, and our community says Nigga, it comes from a negative place, but then we've made it something trendy, something cool to say, something of a person that you F with, that is my Nigga. And then the whole monkey, we normally pull that out of our pockets when we are mad at someone. We want to hurt their feelings. We want to embarrass them. So we talk about their looks and say that they look like a monkey. We've taken that negative comment that used to be said about us in a racial way, and we have now weaponized it. It's not anything that our community should be proud of. It is a flaw. So when Miss Wanda says we call each other the N word because we call each other monkey because we can, she is incorrect. We call each other the N word and monkey because we are flawed, and it is actually a result of trauma, it's a result of being verbally abused simply for being Black. And it is something that we need to talk about. Have I used the N word? Have I used monkey? Yes, but I know that I'm wrong, and I know that I need to correct that. And Miss Wanda, I urge you to try and challenge yourself and search within. And at least that first step, know that it's incorrect when we use those words, and then try not to. I've grown up, I'm a product of the 80s and 90s as a kid, listening to gangster rap and growing up. I was intelligent enough as a kid to know that the words were profane and the words to describe women was wrong. But I would tell myself, oh, I just like the beat. I like the sound of the beat. So that's another way of how we know that it's wrong, but we try to dress it up as something else. So I want to know what you all think about Wanda's live. What did you all think about the sound bites that I pulled that I felt like were significant? I love to hear from you all. So please, talk with me in the comments. Please hit the like button on this video, and please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit if you have not already done so. Thank you so much for your support and for checking out this video. It really means a lot to me. And we're just 3 nights away from the second half of season 6 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I will be reviewing the show on Sunday, more than likely early afternoon. And I will talk with you all soon. Bye-bye.